Success is 10% goal setting and 90% strategizing. But if you don't know how to strategize your way to financial freedom, then you'll have a really hard time getting there. Today, in this video, I'm going to share with you step by step on how I set up my financial freedom goals. Hi, I'm Melanie, and in this channel, I review all my tips and strategy on how I get myself to financial freedom. So what you will find with a lot of successful people is that they know what their financial desires are, but they also know what the world really is at the moment. So they're both a dreamer and a realist at the same time. Just having a big goals without knowing how to get there is pointless. Today, I'm going to show you a very simple explanation and example on how you can strategize to get to your big goals. Now, before we begin, if I could just kindly get you to click that like button down there until it changes color to help with the YouTube algorithm. Because the more like a video gets, the more YouTube will spread it to the rest of the world, and the more we can spread the good news of financial freedom to others. Now, so in this video, I'm going to share with you how me and my partner normally strategize for our financial goal. Now, these are not the exact figure that we're planning for, and it's not the exact strategy because I'm trying to keep things very simple here. I'm just going to show you what it's like to actually plan your way step by step to the big goals. Now, to keep things simple, I'm just going to show you how to have one big goal and to have one method of strategy how you're actually going to get there. Let's just use one area of investment. Let's use the property investment, okay? So let's just set a goal saying that you want to have 10K worth of passive income every month from property investment by the time you retire. Sounds like a good goal? Let's start. So let's just say that you're retiring in 30 years time, okay? Just for example's sake. And let's just use one strategy method to get there, okay? Okay, so if $10,000 is your goal, then we will be looking at, say for example, you're looking for property buying and you want the property to have a rental income of about $3,000 to $3,500 a month, which is about $800 a week. And those houses would have to be fully paid off by the time you retire, and all the outgoing and all the maintenance are deducted, and that's the income that you get. So to have those kind of property, you will need at least 3 or 4 of those houses fully paid off. That makes up a 10K passive income every month. Make sense? To pay off these houses, and a more realistic way to get it, you probably need to end up buying maybe 8 houses. So then 4 of them could be positive, like all of them would be positive gearing. You want to get 8 houses that's positive gearing, but it just depends on how much are they positively geared. So for the 4 houses that you want to retire on, those houses, you should find a house that gives you a higher positive gearing leeway. Yeah, so it would just pay itself down in 30 years, whether or not you buy it now or later. Makes sense? And then the other 4 or 5 houses, or let's make it 4, the other 4 houses you want to buy might only give you a positive cash flow of maybe $10 a month. So the positive gearing side of things is not super high, but what you want to find is find a property that have more of a potential of capital gain. Well, me personally, we don't buy negative gearing house at all. So even if it's positive gearing, it's very little, but as long as they have the potential to grow, then we buy 4 of those houses. So what happened is in time of retirement, we can sell off 4 of these houses, take the capital gain, use the capital gain to pay off the rest of the other 4 houses, to fully pay them off like that. So you retire with only 4 houses instead of 8. So that is the plan. Okay, so we have the plan now. So you need to figure out how you can get 8 houses in 20 years time. Yes, I said 20 years, not 30 years. Even though you're retiring in 30 years, you want to get those houses within 20 years time, because to be practical about it, you can't buy a house and sell a house instantly to make money. So technically speaking, you should give it an average of 10 years or so from buying to selling a house to actually have any potential capital gains. 8 houses in 20 years. That means you need to at least buy one property every 2.5 years. So that becomes your smaller goals. And to save up for that one property every 2.5 years, taking the current situation with the current market, it is possible to have a property with about 6 to 7% rental yield at the range of about 600K to 700K right now. So then you need to break it down to think, okay, so for me to buy a 600K house every 2.5 years, I need to save up a deposit, a 20 or 30% deposit, which is about 120 to 180K, right? So now you have a smaller goal. So let's be conservative and let's take the 30% approach. So if you want to save 180K in 30 months, which is 2.5 years, which is our goal, you need to save $6,000 every month. So then now you realize, okay, I need to save $6,000. How am I gonna do that? So your income, either you yourself, your own income, or you and your partner incomes needs to be at least 12K. At least 12K every month to be able to save a $6,000. Does that make sense? So now that you're breaking it down, they're like, okay, so 2 incomes together or just 1 income, whatever your situation is, you need to make sure that you're earning this amount so that you can save $6,000 every month so that you can buy one house every 2.5 years. How we're working backwards, that you have your big goals, but to be realistic about it, you need to know your numbers first of all, and you need to work your way step by step, every step down to your current situation. So what if you say, but I'm not, like say I'm only earning say $7,000 a month. How am I gonna get myself to 12Ks a month? So then you need to figure out. So now you're 7K. To get 12Ks, you are $5,000 short. What can you do outside your work hours? What can you do on the weekend? Maybe tutoring, freelancing, whatever you are doing. And how many customers do you need to see on your weekends or on your after work hour to make that amount of money? I can't, that's as close as I can get for you because everyone's line of work is different. So you just gotta have to figure it out yourself, right? And the goals that we set is just an example as well. It might not even be your goal. So you have to figure out your own goals. But as you can see, you know, from the very big goal, if you break it down to a smaller steps and a smaller strategy, break it down to every year, every 2.5 years, what you need to achieve, then every month what you need to achieve, then that big goals become very realistic to you. It's not just something that you blindly dreamed of anymore. It's actually something achievable. And this example that I give is a very simple one. It's just one goal and one strategy methods. A lot of the time you can use multiple strategy to reach that one goal, but that would just complicate our explanation. The key with this video is to show you how you can have your big dream and how you can step by step break it down so that your big dream becomes more realistic to you, that you're not just hoping for the big dream to happen blindly and then aiming blindly and hopefully reach that angle, that you are strategizing it and that you know your numbers and you're step by step actively trying to reach that goal. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do subscribe to our channel, as we will have weekly updated video on tips and strategy on how you can achieve financial freedom. These are all the tips I have for you. Until next time, see ya!